Jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss. Now you counting stars. Should've practiced more. Should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
Yo, what's going on? Shout out to the hottest chat in the MF gang. We back with another one. Big salute to Carlos Rosado in the building. What's good, man? Happy New Year's. Good to see you on deck. Hopefully all is well, of course. It's a new year. I know you've been out there grinding. And we're going to touch on some topics in response to the Ring Awards because I just don't see enough talk. I guess people trying to act like they're going to ignore the Ring magazine. The resurgence has came. It is here upon us. No doubt about it. The appointment has been made. Turki Al-Sheikh has made his presence felt. They had an invite only. Ring Awards. Ooh, just sit back and listen to it. Look, they had a black tie affair. They had an invite-only award ceremony that was absolutely spruced up real nice. Very formal. Made it seem like it was a awards gala. I mean, professionally done. Something we haven't seen here, and I don't know how many meteorites, but it went down. It went down. It went down. It seemed like it was the Oscars, the Emmys, Grammys. You know what I'm saying? Not the Source Awards, though. But it seems very, very formal, dog. I was absolutely impressed to see the young fighters, the older fighters, the managers, promoters dressed to impress. It was good to see. The standards has been upgraded. The Ring Awards is now official. Let's get down to it. Okay. What about now? My audio good? What about now, Carlos? My audio straight? My audio straight? Put a Y in the chat. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the heads up. So let's get into the first part before I get into the awards. I want to touch on a name that was there. 2 division world champion. Devin the Dream Haney went there, and they was some people that was happy that he showed up. Other people was like, oh, he just going to clout chase. Man, come on, bro. How you gonna clout chase an event like that? You just don't show up like you are the help. Come on, bro. He was invited there. He went there for a reason. So let's read about what Haney had to say. You know, being that he was actually a presenter. Okay, he was absolutely a presenter at the Ring Awards. It says Haney's mystery comeback, big fights, Garcia rematch in 2025, question mark. It says Devin Haney says he met with Turki Al-Sheikh, and he's got something big for him in 2025. He said one of them is a rematch with Ryan Garcia, who he says cheated him and is personal for him. Turki seemed to really believe in Haney. He had bought into the hype based on what he did when he was melting down for years to fight at 135. He was seen as classic lightweight bully. When Devin moved up to 140, it fell apart for him against Ryan, and he was viciously shelled in a humiliating loss. Haney has been lying low, licking his wounds ever since, and no one has seen him hide, nor hair until now, when he come out of his burrow. This is like the people who write these articles. I mean, come on now. Don't take it personal. Every now and then, us as children had to learn how to read and write. It says Haney's cryptic comeback plan. That's what one of the big fights Turkey has for Haney. 31-0, 15 knockouts. Haney say he'll have the big fights with his peers. However, he's short on details on who he's considered his peers. I'm just going to go to the quote right here because this person obviously is playing with Tonka blocks. He said, "I had a great open workout yesterday. I lived the turnout, and I look forward to fight here one day," said Haney to JONX, talking about his London workout on Friday. Hold on for a second, bro. Good Lord. Talking about his London workout on Friday. "We don't get recognized for all our hard work. We don't get rewarded enough. It's going to be to be big. The big fights are going to happen with me and my peers," said Haney, when asked about his 2025 will be. His Excellency Turki Al-Shaq has a plan for me, and I'm excited to execute it. It's big. It's 100% personal because he cheated and he got caught. So it's very personal, and I won't be happy. I mean, this person obviously is doing chat AP or something, and I won't be happy until the fight is done. The rematch," said Haney, when asked about his desire to fight Ryan Garcia in a second time to try and avenge his loss from 2024. "It's something there for me. We just seen him in the hotel. He didn't say a word. It's unfinished business, like I said," said Haney, about him crossing paths with Ryan Garcia at a hotel in London today. "We can settle it in 2025, and I think we will." So what is our, I apologize for reading all slow because they have a lot of spelling errors and broken English in here. It's almost like I was reading Ebonics for the first time. But first of all, salute to Haney for going over there. Devin doing an open workout. It's good news to know that they have went to the headquarters for conversation. Great conversation for future plans. I like that. It just seems like the rotation is in full effect. It seems like the axis is in full. It's in full. It's in its full cycle. It seems like fighters are going over here, and Turki Al-Sheikh is absolutely trying to appease to make the fight happen, man. When have you heard Devin mention so much about fighting Ryan Garcia? I mean, we've been hearing a rumor mill here and there, but it seems like he's putting it out there that he wants to get a rematch with Ryan Garcia. I don't think Turki Al-Sheikh will put on another fight besides that. To be honest, I think Turki wants nothing but the big fights, and he wants to continue to elevate and continue to, float around in the space of boxing. Not social media space, but I'm talking about the stratosphere. Because hearing Devin put an exclamation on "I want to fight Ryan Garcia in 2025" is good news to me. It's good news. So keep your eyes open. Keep your ears peeled for that. You know what I'm saying? Keep that open. Let's get to the awards, man. For those of you that was here, the Ring Awards happened. Okay? because we're gonna get to Canelo's situation article, and and an interview that he did. Canelo was over there along with a lot of other faces. You know what I'm saying? And it was good. You know what I'm saying? It was good to know that they was over there talking about business. Now, for the upset of the year, it went to Bruno Saras. And we all know why that was. He went in there and stopped Jaime Munguia, a fighter who had recently been praised for just being the Zorro of boxing, as I call him. He get in the division, out of the division. In the division, out of the division. You know what I'm saying? He went in there and people was waiting for him to face Canelo. It finally went off without a hitch. Yeah, he was knocked down once and got back up and went to distance. Nobody else was talking about it. What they were talking about is that Jaime Munguia fought like 5 times in 24. You know what I'm saying? 4 or 5 times. And just like I said about Abdullah Mason, I said it may come to a point where his body is wearing down. And sure enough, a guy with 7 knockouts, Bruno Saras, ended up stopping Jaime Munguia. So the Ring Award for Upset of the Year, defeating Jaime Munguia, was Bruno Saras. Clap it up for him. No, I don't have a soundboard. Moving on. Female Fighter of the Year, which in my opinion is well deserved. Shout out to Gabriela Fundora, the sister of Sebastian Fundora. Unified champion, the youngest at this point, I think. Shout out to her for going in there getting the job done, man. It was her night. She was dressed elegant. Like I said, this affair, I don't know if they had a tailor over there, but man, these fighters was dressed to the upper scale, man. It was so formal. Real talk. This was the reinvention, the renewal of the Ring Awards, bro. I don't think it's ever been done like this. But Gabrielle Fundora, man, Female Fighter of the Year, she ended up earning her award. And the network, the broadcast of this award ceremony was A1 superb, top notch. You know what I'm saying? Top notch broadcast. I'm talking about nothing went off, like the whole setting of the ballroom, everything. But congratulations to the Female Fighter of the Year, Gabriela Fundora. Moving on. Fighter of the Year, right? Went to Raymond Ford. He had his rocky moment, ended up stopping Kolmatov with 2 seconds left, I believe. Well, however many seconds was left. It was good to see. Look at the brother dressed in the bow tie green jacket, receiving his award. You know what I'm saying? Very, very professional. Raymond Ford gets his Fight of the Year award for his rocky moment to win the title. I mean, outstanding. Look who he had to go up against, yo. You had Bull Chuck Ortiz, Wardley versus Clark, Beterbiev versus Bivol, Fury versus Usyk. What? Dang, man. Whoever's doing this, I like it. I just hope they keep the pound for pound list with the same standards and structure that they're giving these awards. Because if you really pay attention, when you want to talk about the climactic moment leading up to the stoppage, yeah, they got it right with Ford. And another thing I like, they're not just going up with big names just to say, oh, we're just picking the big, more familiar names. No, man. No. Come on, man. I see fairness in this. I'm not gonna lie. I see fairness in this award ceremony, this Ring Awards. I see fairness so far. They're not just going with the popular fighters. Everybody didn't get the invite. I like it, whoever they are. I like their process and the integrity that they're holding on to right now. Moving on. Male Fighter of the Year, Alexander Usyk. Shakur Stevenson actually presented this. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Shakur. I seen him on deck over there. You know, shout out to the presenters. Shout out to the presenters. They had Teofimo Lopez, Shakur Stevenson as presenters. Who else did they have as presenters over there? David Haney as presenter. I mean, they had some presenters over there, bro. But Alexander Usyk, rightfully so, with his 2 defenses against Tyson Fury, just the role that he's on right now and what he was able to accomplish becoming 2-division undisputed. I mean, that was huge. Big time. And though he has some stiff competition with Bam Rodriguez, Dubois, Junto Nakatani, you know, Oscar Collazo, you know, shout out to Alexander Usyk, man. You earned the Male Fighter of the Year for sure. You earned that. Knockout of the Year. Who do y'all think would be Knockout of the Year? I mean, that was some great, that was a great lineup to select from with Knockout of the Year. When you speak of fairness, I had to think about this a little bit. Knockout of the Year, because I'm just looking at it like, what was the formula in selecting Knockout of the Year for this particular fighter? Because I'm saying to myself, okay, are you looking at something that hasn't been accomplished with this fighter before? That fighter being Anthony Joshua, or just any fighter that was in the lineup. Are you looking at the person who actually executed the knockout, the role that they was on? Because that would more so reside in Fighter of the Year. Knockout of the Year went to Daniel Dubois. So I had to ask myself, if Joshua's been down before, and and Dubois knocked him down like 3 or 4 times in their fight, was there any other fight out there, you know, absent of Joshua's stature, that says that that Daniel Dubois should have earned this award by knocking out Joshua? Though it's not like Joshua hasn't been stopped before. You know, I'm saying to myself, does the points add up? Is the votes accurate? I mean, I know a lot of people was like looking at it. So, because I'm thinking about it like this, okay? I'm gonna be honest with you. Everybody was making a big deal about Joshua knocking out Francis Ngannou, and I tried to tell them that it didn't make a difference. It was fixed. That's what I thought. I didn't think it made any difference. That fight was also in 2024, and when you want to talk about a finale, when you talk about a finale, you're talking about the finale, the suspense, everything built up to the finale. That's what Joshua had with Francis Ngannou, because he just posted up and he just blasted him. Now, everybody and anybody will look at that fight and say, I mean, that knockout that Joshua gave Ngannou, and say, damn, that was brutal. And then they'll look at how Joshua was stopped, and they would compare the two, and they might be inclined to give it to Joshua knocking out Ngannou. But the people who was voting on this, in my opinion, that's why I say they're being fair so far. Why? Because they probably thought about the same way I did. Joshua just going out there blasting out freaking Ngannou vice Daniel Dubois, and Joshua actually fighting and trading punches. having exchanges, and he gets knocked out. Maybe that what it won Daniel Dubois the award. I'm not saying he shouldn't have got it, but I'm just saying it's amazing how Joshua had one of the more spoken on knockouts of 24, but he didn't get the award. The guy who ended up knocking him out ended up getting the award. It just goes to show you Joshua still has some appraising value out here, yo. Moving on. Don King received the Triple OG received the Lifetime Achievement Award. Congratulations to Don King, the Triple OG in the game of boxing. Received the Lifetime Achievement Award. And yes, I did, I screen grabbed all these myself and put this together. You know what I'm saying? No special effects, just straight down to the grit. Salute and congrats to Don King for your award. Moving on, comeback of the year. Yes, give this to Billy Dibb, a fighter who was battling cancer. And I can only imagine how dark that was to not know if you was going to continue to prosper and be around family and loved ones. You know what I'm saying? He battled back to a point where he was able to come back and have a fight, y'all. You want to talk about prayers and blessings? Good Lord. This dude had cancer and came back. I know people going to say Daniel Jacobs did too. This don't have anything to do with Daniel Jacobs. This has something to do with Billy Dibb. He received the Comeback of the Year award. God bless him. God bless anyone who has has the ability to come back from something like that. God bless him, bro. Because they always talk about how tomorrow is not promised. Well, it doesn't take a promise, but just keeping faith in the Most High, and you keep it moving, you keep it marching. So congratulations to Billy Dibb for Comeback of the Year, beating cancer, big dog. Salute to you. Prospect of the Year was something different. I mean, you saw some names out there. Abdullah Mason. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let me do this one over because the prospects of the year nominees were Abdullah Mason, Emiliano Vargas, Moses Ayatuma, John Arobio, Daniel Pedro, Yoelni Hernandez, and the one who I might have screwed that up. My apologies. The one who actually ended up getting the award was the one and only Moses Ayatuma. This is a prospect who they have a lot of attention. They're giving a lot of attention to. Turki Al-Sheikh has said that he's going to try. He understands that he needs to be champion by May. I don't know how he's going to try to make that happen. I don't know if they're going to try to give him an interim title, a Reggie belt. I don't freaking know, bro. But he has a lot of momentum behind him. More than the U.S. heavyweights have over here. That's a prospect. For real. This guy just came out of nowhere. He has a following. People is rocking heavy with him. Like, it's nothing not to like about Moses. It's nothing not to like about the guy. You know what I'm saying? He cut his hair down for this. He got cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? He said, you probably don't recognize me because I cut my hair. He got cleaned up for the occasion. You know what I'm saying? But they gave him Prospect of the Year. Another name from the U.S., man. Emiliano Vargas and Abdullah Mason. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. I would like to see my guy Jahad Tucker up here for Prospect of the Year. You know what I'm saying? But, salute to everyone who's on the list. And congratulations to Moses, because he does have unlimited potential to go out here and do some big things in the heavyweight. to the U.S. fans. I mean, here you have Moses up here receiving awards while we still up here criticizing, a heavyweight champion that's damn near retirement. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're gonna be celebrating a heavyweight champion just like you're doing with Alexander Usyk in another country. Buckle up. It's gonna be a long time before we see a U.S. heavyweight champion anytime soon. Buckle up, goddammit. Y'all requested it. Y'all love it. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the ride. But congratulations to Moses Tuma, if I'm pronouncing this correctly. Event of the year. It went to Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? Look at those names up there. Joshua versus Dubois, Crawford versus Madrimov, Fury versus Usyk 1. Tokyo double bill, Joshua versus Ngannou. So, Joshua versus Ngannou, Joshua was up there twice. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Joshua was up there twice for event of the year. Well, Usyk, Fury end up getting event of the year. Shout out to Usyk for getting fight of the year and event of the year. Something that, he was able to achieve by fighting the champion that beat Wilder. You know what I'm saying? He really elevated himself. Fury was elevated off Wilder, and Usyk was elevated off Fury. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he got the titles, but he defended, for not only his titles, but he defended and picked up the WBC for Undisputed off Fury. You know what I'm saying? Usyk had a hell of a freaking year. A hell of a year. Usyk had a hell of a 2024. I cannot say any less than that. That guy had a hell of a run. The shit he was doing in the rematch that people didn't pay attention to, his inside game, how he kept Fury from clinching and tying him up, what he worked on in fight camp with his wrestling and clinch game. He worked outside of boxing. Those of you that say, oh, well, you should just focus on boxing. WCS had put it out there about Crawford a long time ago. I said, he has the advantage in the clinch. He's very much stronger than people give him credit for on the inside. What did Usyk do? He worked on wrestling on the inside. He worked on separation. He worked on properly knowing how to clinch, secure his opponent, and being able to exit out and reset or, control the momentum on the inside. Good stuff, man. Congratulations to Usyk. And shout out to Trainer of the Year, man. Robert Garcia. Robert Garcia, Trainer of the Year. And he's been doing big things for a while. Former world champion. And then Trainer of the Year, Ring Mag, Ring Award. Also, he got Bam Rodriguez over here doing his thing and some other fighters. Shout out to Robert Garcia. Congratulations, Trainer of the Year, well deserved. I have nothing bad to say about that. Real talk. Shout out to him for making that happen. Hard work. I ain't gonna lie to you, hard work. So let's transition to the Rhino in the room. Okay? Let's transition to the Rhino in the room. The one that involves two names that everybody's has questions about. If you wasn't paying attention to the Ring Awards, Canelo Alvarez was over there along with some other people that I'm going to get to, like Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, and so forth, right? But Canelo Alvarez was seen over there. He took a photo, a snapshot with Turkey Alex Sheik, which I put up there earlier. You know what I'm saying? And let's briefly go through what he had to say. He said, "It's always a chance there. We'll see, but there's always a chance here to make the best deals. And there's always the chance," said Canelo Alvarez to Ring Magazine when asked if a fight between him and Terrence Crawford is possible next. Now, let me get to the chat right quick before I get into this. Bud gonna stop Canelo in the building. What's good? What's good, bro? OG Bruce Gas Boxing Jazz and more in the building. Salute Mike in the building. What's good? Jamal Neezy on deck. What do you do? Happy New Year's, Neezy. So, hearing the question being proposed takes me back to Spence and Crawford. Okay? Canelo Alvarez was asked about Terrence Crawford. Once again, I repeat, Canelo Alvarez was asked about Terrence Crawford. Why did I have to repeat myself? Is because sometimes you have to help people relearn. You have to help them relearn certain information. You know what I'm saying? Certain cognitive skills, you have to help them, retrain them to listen. Because they're trying to act like this is unimportant. But if he's all the way over there in London, and Ring Magazine asked him about a fight between Terrence Crawford, he had to respond, right? He says it's always a chance. It goes on to say, "I think it's going to be another good fight. Both fighters are good fighters, so I think both have a chance to win," said Canelo on the February 22nd rematch between undisputed light heavyweight champion Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol. He was asked about two different fights, and given his response, he gave it. But what he said is, "We'll see, but there's always a chance here to make the best deals." And there's always a chance. So therefore, if it's a chance to make the best deals, that means he's open, rather than before how he's saying it's going to be what he wanted and all that. You're not going to tell Turkey Alex Sheik what to do. If Canelo didn't want no part, if he thought, "Oh, it's going to be on my terms and my terms alone," Turkey wouldn't have invited him over there. But hey, I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm in charge of the admin logistics and making the liaison with all the freaking flights and lodging. I'm not the one doing that. But he's making it be known that there's a good chance. We're talking with Turkey Alex Sheik, who support Crawford heavy, that this fight can be made. This Ring Award and them looking at that, now you have fighters who's going to go out here and try to perform at a higher level. Because I'm going to tell you, that looked as formal as it's going to get. Invite only. You just couldn't show up there without having a name at the table. There were seating arrangements. I enjoyed it. The whole ambiance, amazing. This is what we need. This is what we need. Ring Magazine asking Canelo Alvarez and putting him on the spot about him fighting Terrence, because they didn't ask Canelo Alvarez about any other fighter except Terrence Bud Crawford. So when you have to help people relearn how to listen, it don't matter what they saying out here, talking about, well, Canelo, you're not speaking for Canelo because you're over here. Y'all are over here. And Canelo is over there in London. I'm pretty sure he has sat down and talked with Turk. Not only that, did you see how clean the air seemed over there? It seemed like they was there to do business. It was a lot of people over there that's looking to elevate their career. You even had broke ass Teofimo Lopez over there. You know what I'm saying? You had Mr. Whoever he called himself, Ryan Lyon, racist Ryan. He was over there. I mean, look, they're not playing the politic game. Oh man, you did something in the States, so I'm putting you on the shelf. Bro, they had these guys as presenters, the controversial guys. You see that? Both of these guys was presenters, bro. Turki Al Sheikh is not really caring about all that other shit. That's when I hear these guys talking about, you know, Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez, well, it seems like you're not in the rotation because we didn't see you in none of the frames over there. Nor did we hear you give your opinion and quote in one of these articles. But Teofimo Lopez was a presenter, controversy. Ryan Garcia, presenter, controversy. Devin Haney, presenter, controversy to Ryan Garcia. They put him out there in your freaking face, bro. Even though neither one of them won an award, they put him out there and shoved him down your throat so your eyeballs could pop out. Somehow we operate off our own rules over here. That's what I like. Over here in the U.S., man, they love piggybacking off something. You know, you get one person that's mad and 50 other people get mad about shit. No, they doing what they want to do. Yeah, the controversial racist remarks was done over here in the U.S., but they saying, what they have to do with us? We're going to put them as presenters. Dress them up in formal attire and have them present an award so all these millions can watch. Yeah, the same person that was up there talking about let them do this for the banana, compete for the banana. F the inners and all that, have them present awards. You better pay attention. You better pay attention, man. I'm going to see what y'all got to say now. You know what I'm saying? Because look, when it comes to racist remarks, remember, it doesn't offend everybody. They might sit up here and talk about it, but deep down in their household, behind closed doors, with the windows shut, if they ain't black, they're not really giving a damn about it. They'll sit up here and talk about the race, the racial insensitivity that was spoken on. But when they see them on stage, they're not going to get on here and say, oh man, that's atrocious. That's horrible. That Turki Al Sheikh would let them. No, don't nobody want to say. They dressed them cats up and shoved them down your eyeballs and saying we operate the way we do. If they did something in the States, that's up to them. That's what they did over there. You're not controlling how we think over here. We're our own people. And that, my friends, should convince you that they're on their own mission. They're shifting their own gears, all cylinders. They're running their own type of fuel. I'm serious. They're doing their own thing over there. This Ring Award is going to have fighters trying their best to get that award. For real. Raymond Ford can have the bragging rights. Moses, Oleksandr Usyk can have the bragging rights. Gabriel Fundora. You know what I'm saying? The resurgence of the Ring Awards is here. It's back. Ring Magazine is up and running. And it looks clean too. It looks clean, yo. This is going to be a big deal. I'm not going to lie because I don't know about the consistency. I'm not going to prognosticate any controversy. They kind of kept it fair and easy playing field, level playing field for the first one. But truth be told, I like what I see so far. I like the fact of the presentation. It wasn't over the top. You didn't have no breaks where you had a whole full-blown concert. It was straight, start to finish. I'm pretty sure the food was absolutely delicious. I guarantee you it wasn't no Popeyes chicken. Give me 2 wings and a breast with some red beans and rice. And some dirty rice too. And give me 2 biscuits with that. and to throw in an extra side of fries too. A matter of fact, sweet tea. I can't forget that sweet tea. I need sweet tea. Yeah. Tell them bring it. What's the number on this table? 12. Bring the table number 12. Tell Big Turk I said, hey, appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I would have asked for Kentucky if I was back at the crib, but since you got Popeyes, yeah. No, that wasn't that type of party. And you wasn't ordering Jersey Mike's. You weren't going down to the local bodega. This was formal. And it didn't disappoint, y'all. It absolutely didn't disappoint. It did not disappoint, yo. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Jamal Neasy with the $2 super chat on deck. Salute to you, big dog. These Canelo kid drinkers scared of the boogeyman. Yeah, man. You know, they shoved that answer down Canelo's mouth. Shoved it down his throat. You know what I'm saying? They want to put it out there. Hey, we trying to make this fight. Regardless of what those Americans are talking about over there. They don't have no influence on our decision making over here. Let them talk. They're over there making moves. They're having the Ring Awards. And we still have people over here crying. Just doing live streams like that's going to affect the outcome. Look, the results are going to be the same way as when they was talking so big about Spence Crawford. But this is even bigger than that. So we're just going to see how the shit plays out, y'all. But shout out to Jamal Neasy for that $2 super chat on deck. Shout out to Christopher White, man, for that $15 in the super chat. Much appreciated, big dog. One love to both of y'all for supporting the channel or your hard work. It's truly appreciated. OG say that was an awesome show, man. It brought smiles to me. Yeah, man. It kind of gave me the old school vibe, man. Like, you know, the sport being a gentleman's sport back in the day. The way you used to get dressed up and you know, go to the sport, take your lady, whatever, lady, you know, take her man there and watch the fight. It was very well put together. You know, they had to have a hell of a tailor. I mean, all that shit was planned way ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? The outfits was on point. I mean, the outfits was on point, bro. It wasn't no drama that was going to happen over there. Any of that. And just to think, I remember when they said Eddie Hearns was going to crash and burn. Yep. They were saying Eddie Hearns was going to crash and burn. He wasn't going to be able to do anything over here with these promoters. How did he think he going to come over? And look where the momentum is at right now. I mean, look, it's so much to the fact that the water levels have increased. It's almost like a tsunami rolled in. It's like a tsunami rolled in and swept the U.S. Like the U.S. is just looking like an old used to be shorefront. I mean, I'm not saying boxing is totally gone. There's still some stilts, some posts that used to be up there. They used to hold the ring together. But man, I wonder if we're going to be able to have one of these over here. Any Ring Awards. I wonder if they're going to be looking to travel from state to state, different years to have the Ring Awards. I'm just curious to what is the growth potential in this? Because, you know, for the first one, it didn't disappoint, bro. It didn't disappoint at all. I liked it. I like how they put it together, formal, got straight down to the presentation, simple, basic. You know what I'm saying? And you look around the decorum, everything was on point. Everything with the decorum was on point, bro. Wasn't no drama. It wasn't nobody standing up arguing. None of that shit, bro. None of that. Yeah. Yeah. But Bruce, they shoved them in our face just to let us know that, hey, yeah, these guys have shit going on right now. But I'm going to invite them to the party and shove them in your face and let them know I do what I want to do. For real. That was almost like showing his cards, his power play. That's what Turk was doing. Turk was letting them know, hey, I do what the heck I want to do. Whoever they pissed off over there, that's over there. But this is my event over here in London. So guess what? Deal with it. They really think if Canelo get in the ring with Bud, it's going to be a terrible fight. But holds his own with anybody that gets in the ring with him. Hey man, they acting like Canelo is on the same knockout spree that Crawford had at 147. You know, that's just not the case, that easy. You, I, and a whole lot of other people understand that's not the case. That's not the case, man. And see, what I just want them to understand is that why waste all that time believing, trying to get people to believe that you're trying to remediate the same type of negative media that they did for the Errol Spence and Crawford fight. I mean, that's all it was, is just negative press every way you looked, as if that wouldn't happen. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Man, you stupid. You think that's gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. And you say to yourself, they must have not learned. They didn't learn the first time. It took you 5 years to experience the damage that you received, right? You've been asking and asking, and you receive. Asked and you shall receive. They received an ass whooping. Entire fan base received that ass whooping they've been requesting. And then after it's all over with, all the criticism you saying he should have signed over there, he was locked in for another fight. And it wasn't even his fault. It wasn't no liability of his own that he couldn't make the second fight. It was Errol Spence, and he still get blamed. But now they're overlooking the fact that he said he wanted to fight Jermell Charlo before he stepped in the ring with Spence. They acted like that never happened. But all of a sudden, Canelo is going to destroy Crawford. Who's destroyed him? That's all I want to know. Who's destroyed him? Yeah. Hey, for real. Shout out to Big Blunts and Boxing in the building. What's good with the Blunts? I want to see Bud Fish connecting with Canelo's face. Hey, man, I just want to see a very competitive, good fight with Bud being victorious. That's it. I want a fair, competitive, historic fight under the bright lights in front of millions to settle the score. That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? Isn't the the challenge supposed to be something that you have to achieve? If you out there trying to achieve something that's not given to you, that means it requires you to do a bit more than what it would be for conceivably somebody on your level. Let's just say somebody that's supposed to be equal to Crawford. If Canelo is not perceived to be equal to Crawford, then the challenge is that much higher. So therefore, he has to go in there with the mindset, I'm gonna have to be on my best A game. No, these cats don't want to hit no A game. They just want to talk. How can you call yourself a hardcore fight fan and you don't want to see a fight? You don't even want to see Canelo go out there and execute what you say he would do. Something's weird about that, yo. Something's extremely weird about that, ain't it? You're talking about what he'll do so much, but you don't want to see him do it. Oh, he'll fuck Crawford up. Crawford don't need that fight. I ain't trying to see that fight. I ain't paying for that. What? Oh, man, he'll go in there and he'll stop Crawford. Crawford too small. I don't want to see that fight. I don't care if he will stop him. Who want to see him go stopping? And then everybody say, okay, that's what I thought. I ain't trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's the same shit. They're going to be like, well, we all knew that was going to happen. Why do I want to see a fight and we already know the results? No, you don't. You want to talk it down like you're a thumbtack in a tractor tire. You know what I'm saying? You're a little thumbtack in a tractor tire. You're not really relieving any pressure out of nothing. The tractor tire is not going to be flat because you keep on talking. You know, I mean, y'all keep on shutting down the fight. It's not going to do anything, bro. I think the audience was more in shock seeing the young guys doing the presentation. Yeah, shoved it in. Hey, shoved it in our faces, bro. You know what I'm saying, Bruce? They shoved it in our faces. Look at these three guys. Devin was involved with Ryan. Ryan was involved with Devin. Not only that, but he said what he said. And also Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez has many parts, moving parts. He said what he said. Also, they keep acting like potentially Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney might fight. But if you read the article, it was more so orientated around Devin Haney fighting a rematch against Ryan Garcia. Who knows, man? What's going on? Yeah, the only one that was missing was Tank. And Tank is saying he won 150 million. That's what Tank is saying. Tank's saying he won 150 million, y'all. Tank is really playing head games with him. Tank is like, if Canelo can ask for 150 million, I'm going to ask for 150 million too. Yeah, give me Shakur for 150 million. Look, Shakur Stevenson was there presenting. Shakur Stevenson was there, bro. All the young lions was in the building, man. Raymond Ford was there. He actually received the award, though. Imagine that. He actually received an award. He add that to his freaking accolades. You know, that's big for Raymond Ford to get that award. I'm telling you. Wouldn't they be happy if Canelo can put the first professional loss to Crawford? That's what I'm saying, bro. Why are you acting like you don't want to see it happen? If you're saying everything will go down and you're confident, why are you just acting like you don't want to see the fight or hear the fight being signed? You have to want to see the fight. If he's going to whoop Crawford ass and he's too light, then allow us to witness that. I think at the end of the day, y'all, some of these individuals, when they come up here and do these lives, they have their hand over their eyes with earplugs in. They have the see no evil and hear no evil, but they're going to speak evil. Seriously, they're going to speak it because they don't want to accept the truth. They just want to keep on talking and talking about shit that they cannot make any changes to, bro. If you're a true hardcore boxing fan and you know Crawford called out Jermell Charlo, he said after he beat Spence, he wanted Jermell Charlo, and Jermell Charlo ran for the hills. And now he's calling out Canelo. What's the same? I mean, what's different? He called out Jermell Charlo. Jermell didn't want to smoke. Now he's calling out a fighter that Jermell Charlo has actually stepped in the ring with, Canelo Alvarez. So that means you agreed to a fight with Jermell Charlo at one point, Canelo. So therefore, why not Crawford? Didn't you have two other fights after that? I mean, didn't he fight Homie McGee and freaking Edgar Berlanga? I mean, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what that type of time they on, Easy, for real. It's gonna be the greatest fight in a long time, for sure. For sure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, come on, bro. We talking about people who's been out there several occasions already. Turkey has one of the most legendary pictures, frame shots, that you would ever see in boxing. And to spend that much money would have never, I don't think it would ever happen over here in the U.S. I'm going to be honest. I don't think it would never. When you're talking about the promoters going into the budget to have all those legends in one sitting, nah. No, 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 no. I don't see that. No, 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 no. I don't see that. I don't see that. I'm looking for that. That's legendary, that picture. To have all those freaking legends in one freaking picture is incredible. And then he is having some of the same names. I'm talking about Hall of Famers that he's having on a regular basis now showing up to these fights. You think they're paying for their flights? They're not paying for their flights, bro. He's accommodating them. No problem. This is one of the picks, right? This is one of the picks. This is one of the picks, man. Peep this out. Look at that pick. I mean, that's not the one. The one exactly. It's one more out here. But look at that pick right there. When will we see something like that for these fighters to be able to go out there and feel good about having their lodging and getting an allowance to be able to go over there if they didn't have enough budget? You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, bro. You have to render the salute on what he has going on. Real talk. You have to put it out there like that. But that's not the one. That's one of the picks. Let me see, can I locate it real quick like. I know it has to be in here because I have that one in here. But to pay for all those legends, all those OGs, vets in the boxing game, to come over there and don't worry about nothing, man, come on already, dog. Who else would have did that over here in the U.S.? Nobody. Nobody, yo. I'm being honest, nobody would have did that shit. Turkey is making things happen while we still have them alive. While they still alive, yo. I don't see. I don't see the pig, man. Of all pigs, I don't see it. Shit. I don't see the goddamn pig. Hold on for a second, y'all. Yeah, I seem to not be able to locate a picture that only Turk Al Sheik at this point in time could have pulled off. Real talk. He's the only one that could have pulled that off when it comes to boxing. You know, the type of budget, feeding those guys, lodging them, flight expenses, all that. And that was when they was over there in Saudi. I mean, incredible budget to get these guys under one roof. Incredible. And look, it was something out there that Haney said he saw Ryan um in the hotel. He didn't say nothing. They're not gonna do anything over there on the expense of Turki Al Sheikh. I mean, that's good banter for over here. Them dudes ain't gonna do shit over there. Yeah, they ain't fucking with Turki Al Sheikh like that. Going over there putting hands on one another, embarrassing. No, he operate off different rules. Say, hey, I gave you the opportunity. I told you. You see somebody, you be cordial or you keep it moving. You're not gonna go over here and cause a scene off my dime, okay? I mean, come on. Dan in the building, I see you. What's good? What's good? No, that's not it. No, that's an old pick. That's an old pick. That's in Saudi, I think. I was saying the legendary picks that's over there. Even though a lot of the faces that was in this pick was there today, but no, this is not the pick I wanted, and no, this was not the day. I was just bringing this up because it's a lot of big names over here, bro. Why they still alive? Looking at this pick, man, I got old looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure, right? But Bomac, he had a piece on him. I was really, trying to find out. Let me see, can I even look it up? Let me see, can I find it out here right quick? I know it has to be out here. Oh, shit. It is out here. Wow. Wow. Is this for real? I think this is one of them. Damn. Look at this pic, y'all. How much money you think that was in the budget to have this, to have all these individuals fly out? You think this ever could have happened? Look at this pic. Look at all those faces, bro. Just let's just pick a small number of flight arrangements to go over there. A small number. Let's just say 20. Let's just say 20. Let's just say they're over there for 3 to 4 days. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Who else is going to put together a picture like this? Who? Can somebody tell me? Who's going to assemble a picture with this many faces? Old and young. And pay for everything. He even had Chuck Liddell in there. He's a UFC fighter, yo. He even had Jared Anderson in there before the knockout. A lot of history if you combing through this bitch with a fine-tooth comb. Damn. That's all I'm saying. People want to, they're going to start talking about what Turkey stands for and how he treats his people. You need not to be worried about that because there's a certain way we treat our people over here that really didn't enhance the sport of boxing. So that's why it's pretty much a foreclosure going on. Boxing over here in the U.S. is being foreclosed on. Good luck. You know what I'm saying? Good luck competing with this. For real, good luck with what you're seeing in the Ring Award. This is 2 different pictures. Okay? 2 different pictures. And I thought that was pretty legendary with the faces that's still alive in here. Even Kenny Bayless in here. Amir Khan. Dimitri Bivol. I mean, it's just so many. If you was to enlarge this, man, it's just so many freaking faces that's in here. Everybody looks like they're happy. Their belly's full. I mean, they don't look like they're struggling to know what they're gonna put on tomorrow. They don't look like they're patting their pockets to say, "Hey man, I don't know when I'm gonna get my next meal over here. This place is expensive." They just don't look like they're concerned about the shit they would be if they was over here. Hey man, so and so got me staying like 2 miles down the road, man, in Hunky Town, freaking Motel 6. We'll leave the light on. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Hey man, all I'm saying is if he handing out Rolex and all that shit, kudos to them that has the memories. I mean, boxing is a lonely freaking sport. I ain't gonna lie. For them to enjoy, you know, not the fruits of their labor, but to enjoy like these events that recognize, you know what I'm saying, to give them recognition as fighters. Even if they are there just to watch the event. If you didn't reach in your pocket and pay, which most of these guys have not, all of them did not. I mean, that's a vacation for you to be able to fly over there, all expenses paid, to be a part of an event, visit a foreign country. But yet, still over here, we got people in the U.S. talking about they don't want to see this fight. They don't want to see this shit is played out. It's like a cassette tape right now. This shit is played the fuck out, yo. Turki Al-Sheikh is on digital. He's playing by a whole different ball game, whole different set of rules, bro. Yeah, man, you got to get a ticket and get in one of those picks, Bruce. For real. At least we can say we know you, Bruce. Hey, there go Bruce. God damn, he made it. He on the back. He on the other side. Shit. But hey, y'all, I gotta bounce, man. Shout out to the hottest chat in the MF and game. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. We should do it again. I'm out. Peace.